Yo, man, that joint was beautiful, man. Love y'all, man. That was too much. Everybody's future is so bright. Everybody had to go get some shade. I'm still waiting on my future to be bright. Man, love y'all. Thank y'all for checking me out. It ain't over, man. Just a little bit of intermission. We had to take a little break. She got a little steam in the trap, man. But we right back at it with Cutie Pie right here. The only one, Pinky right here. The best key still here. And Pug the Gambler still here, man. That joint was a little hectic, boy. We got right back at it. But we still at it. Everything good? Everybody vaccinated?
No.
You said
you ain't vaccinated.
Are you vaccinated?
And we ain't about me. I ain't vaccinated.
Hold on,
but I'm just saying, what is your reason for not being vaccinated?
Because it's too new, for one.
Hold on, say that loud. Say that loud.
It's too new. It's too new. And I just don't feel like I feel like I take care of myself. All the stuff that they tell you to do to keep from getting it, or when you get it, to get rid of it, or whatever. I already do those things on a regular basis. So if you're already taking care of yourself and things like that, then you really don't have to be worried about it. But that don't mean you have to be ignorant either.
Yeah.
And putting yourself in
It's like going
situations
goddamn raw though. When the last time you went raw with
Oh
me?
my God!
Hold on, explain to people what raw mean. What raw mean? What you talking about?
Pineapple. I just want to use it one time. Pineapples mean she ain't gonna answer the question.
Word. That's what pineapple mean on the show. Checking the trap.
Yeah.
What Cutie Pie, man? What Cutie Pie, man?
No, she.
I ain't gonna do nowhere.
I thought we was. I didn't get vaccinated.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm not going wrong, so I'm cooler, man. I'm checking the trap. But anything good with James, your man? I don't know. My people got that.
Hey, you didn't talk about your book that's coming out. You didn't talk about your book that's coming out.
It's going to be several books actually. I have a lot of things to talk about. It's a lot more to me than what is being displayed here on the show. I am a full faceted person. Like I have different, I have businesses. I'm a forensic accountant. I also I also do property management. I graduated in December with my master's degree.
Congratulations.
In accounting. Yes. I have been married, now divorced, but like many people, you find a way to still remain cordial and friends after you've gone through the divorce. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not good in a relationship with each other, but you're still good as, keeping in contact with each other, being a person that if you need to talk to somebody, you can talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, hey, fuck you. I ain't married to you no more. That's your kids. Your children's other parent. You know what I'm saying? And we're giving people for a reason. There's no reason to be, not cordial with people. And I can talk about that and going through the divorce and feeling like not only when you're divorcing a person, you're divorcing their whole family. People that you used to talk to, you can't talk to no more. People you used to see, you can't see no more because they make it that way. They feel like, then that lets you see and learn about people. But only going through that, you learn a lot about yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what the other person did, because what people don't realize or people that gone through it realize, going through divorce is like grieving a death of something that you hoped and dreamed or wished was going to be. And a lot of times the divorce happens before the marriage actually the paperwork was done in the court, before the divorce was finalized in the court. The divorce is stages. It happens way before it got to that point. You know what I'm saying? So the disappointment of, I chose to move on. I moved out of the house. I didn't ask him for nothing. I didn't ask for nothing.
So y'all still friends?
Yeah.
Y'all are friends?
Yeah. We went to go eat last weekend.
No kids together, no attachment.
We have children together. Yeah.
So you believe you can have a relationship after a divorce?
Yes,
You can still be
You
friends.
still can be friends.
Because if you, that's what it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. It's important to get to know a person. To know if you have more there than just a physical relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one part of it. And then situationships happen because people get pregnant too early.
Well, do
You
you?
know what I'm saying?
I don't want to cut you, but do you believe in, like you said earlier, you had to know yourself?
I had
So-
to know myself, and me saying now that I'm divorced, I have to take my responsibility, and that's what I was saying. Like you learn a lot about yourself going
you
through a
miss him?
divorce. I don't miss him. I do not miss him.
So what do you
I miss the relationship stuff. Like I know sometimes my kids hate the fact that they gotta go over there to go see him, and they can't just go in the other room and ask him a question or see him or something like that if they want to talk to him. You know, things like that. And that was one of the main reasons why I stayed way long after we decided that yeah, this is done. Like, and that's what a lot of people didn't understand. We talked. Oh, we did a lot of talking.
Oh,
We
so you
did
kept
counseling.
you kept your child away from him?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
I stayed in the same house. So
While y'all
that she
was
would
divorced?
not have to be going back and forth.
But you was
But
ready.
Oh, yeah, so they-
we
so
were
they good.
we were done. We had a conversation that pretty much we already knew this is not going to work. We know that. It is not going to work.
So the divorce, y'all was in the same household after y'all split.
No, before.
We were separated long before I moved out or any of that.
Oh,
We
y'all
were
was separated, living in the same household. Oh, how was that?
Very, very difficult. And that's
Yeah,
what people
that's
don't
not-
understand. All they saw was
They were
that
still
you still
together.
there.
Yeah, that's
They
not-
were still together for the simple fact you couldn't bring nobody else in there.
Exactly.
No, but what I'm
Exactly.
saying, when
So
you
they
say
like
that, I
still
never
together.
heard nobody
Still
say
together,
they still
separated.
staying in the same household.
Yeah, but
It's
they
like,
still
And
together.
that's why it was so much.
Because
different,
I'd have
because
been
we weren't
bringing a
together
nudge on.
as a couple.
you all right?
I'd have been bringing a nudge on in there.
So
while
you
we
could have brought
separated.
another man in
And
there.
then
He
what?
couldn't bring. Y'all had a.
That is our family house.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand
Nothing
that.
going down in there but family business.
But y'all not together.
But you
For
ain't
the
family
kids.
no more.
For
The
the-
kids is you
No,
ain't family.
no. It's no such thing as you're not family anymore. If anything happens to him and he needs me to be there for him, I'm going to be there for him.
Right now, to this day.
Because that is my daughter's
Dad.
father.
Okay.
She needs her father.
Will he be there for you think?
I don't know, but that is not.
No,
that,
nah, you supposed to know that.
How long
I
did
think
that
he
last?
would be.
Oh,
I
wow,
think he
he
would
did.
be. I honestly think he would be.
All right.
How long did
Say
that
it.
last?
How long did it last?
That y'all live under the same roof and y'all not together.
Take the check.
Yeah, I'm checking the track. I never heard that. That's like
At least about 5 years.
5 years, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm checking the track. You was married. You got divorced.
No, we
No,
got separated.
separated.
We got
Y'all was
separated.
staying together 5
We
years.
had decided
But y'all
that
not
we knew
together.
the marriage was not going to work.
But
We
y'all
went to
continue to
counseling and
hold on.
everything.
Yo, hold on. Y'all continue to live with each
Because
other.
we had the conversation. I'm not trying to
So
keep
when-
nobody
So
else.
when you
So within
won't
that
try
5
to be
years,
with in 5 years, you
within
ain't-
that 5 years, that's
Not
when
in a
y'all was-
relationship. If you went and did something, do that. Be respectful of the house.
Oh, y'all was rude.
So you went in
Do your
there, they was
business.
different
Be
sauces.
respectful
So
of the
within the 5
household.
years,
Did you
y'all
go
was-
get?
That's when the
But a lot of people
cheating was
that-
going
that's-
on.
When
what
y'all
I'm
was that
saying.
5 years, did you go and do something with somebody?
Hell yeah.
So why you just leave?
That's us. Because we were living there taking care of
So
the
you go get
kids.
some
That's
sausage,
right.
go back.
You know, I
and
got a
play
solution
fast.
on that because I
That's
never
what
heard that
women
before.
do.
I never heard
Go
that.
get some
Yeah,
The
and
sausage.
that's
male
why I
and
said-
the male
Hold on.
and male and
That's
female.
why
They
there was
keep
a
it
lot
married.
of
But
tension.
that's what women do.
So
That's
boy,
why-
They
that's
do that
good
while
too.
they're in a
And he
relationship.
was
Go
doing
get
the
some
same thing.
sausage and go right back
And he
and
was
stay
doing
with
the
your
same
baby
thing.
daddy.
And he was doing the same thing.
So y'all considered baby
He
daddy
just
was
paying AAA. You don't know if he was cutting them. He was
And
just
that's what a
paying
lot of people
AAA.
did not understand. They just saw us as a unit still because we were still living as a unit. But at that point in time, it was like a business. We're taking care of these children. We still have a household
Yeah.
to maintain and try to run as smoothly and as normally as possible so that we don't interrupt these kids'
So, all
lives.
right, look, I'm gonna
And
get
a lot of
Oh, you
people
kept
do
a
that
front.
shit
You kept a
every-
front up.
Man,
For-
people
for
do
the
that
kids.
shit all the
All right,
fucking time.
you right, and I'm actually
All the time. And it got to the point where I said one day, I'm done. I'm not doing
Okay,
this
what was
shit
that
no
point?
more.
Yeah.
What was the stru- what was
When
that
me
point?
and my kids came in the house and there was a pizza hanging out of the oven that was the color of this fucking table because he was drunk and he got chicken in grease that's not even hot. Supposed to be cooking.
Wait a minute.
The
You trying to
pizza-
say the food made you say that was it?
Because we had just went through we came home one day, like 2 days before that. The house was still smoky. The smoke smell was still in the house. He done almost burnt down the house because he just got drunk, fell asleep, and is cooking. Okay?
Okay.
We were asleep when this happened. Me and the kids were in the house asleep.
But this one
He in
y'all
the other end of the
separated.
house.
This one y'all
Still
separated.
living in the same house.
Yeah, that don't mean
He in the other end of the house, they got drunk, decided he wanted something to eat,
Okay.
and you done fell asleep
Now,
while you
look.
cooking.
Okay.
I wake up, it's smoke, like smoke. Like what the fuck is going on? Like for real, like you gotta stop this.
Okay.
It's not only affecting you, the kids what is going on? Like you already distant, it's already being sloppy, you're not doing things that you used to do. When it starts
Just
to
ain't
affect
give a
the
fuck
kids,
no more.
exactly, and when it starts to affect the kids, that's how I knew.
But look,
we
this
about to be
what I
separate.
want to ask you.
And it was time to go.
When you was having sex, when y'all was staying together, listen, I get deep. When y'all was staying together, you having sex with somebody, he had sex with somebody. That person you was having sex with, what was he to you? When you was going back to your baby, just somebody to fuck? I mean, what is he to you? Just somebody to fuck?
Yeah.
So that's how you was carrying.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's time for
no.
us to separate. Get the hell out of here. That's
I'm trying to figure out.
And I couldn't do that.
Because
I
what
couldn't
else
do
is it
that
gonna be?
either. Be
Because
sad.
what else is it gonna be? It don't matter what I tell somebody else. I am married. I live in this house with this man in their eyes.
But
My
it's,
children
it's
live
like
there.
y'all might get back together. But you out
That's what it
here,
looked like, but no, that was not what it was.
it ain't gonna get back together.
Oh, you just lived a lie for 5 years.
It wasn't living a life.
Yeah.
That's living a lie for 5 years. I'm not here to
that's
judge.
it.
I'm not here
But
to
that,
judge.
well,
But no, but I told him, I had told a couple
So
of
if the
people,
house,
like,
so if the
it's
house,
over.
if the house wouldn't have almost caught on fire, you still would have been in that relationship, well, so-called
Oh,
relationship.
no. And I knew it was over for real when he crossed the last line and put his hands on me.
see,
Oh, see, I knew it was something.
I ain't gonna say that's
See what I'm
wrong,
saying?
that's right.
It had to
But
be
you just
something. It ain't
speaking
no way
on
to-
him.
It ain't no
What
way to
is
win.
the shit you was doing?
Some got physical.
Don't just put
Cause I'm checking the
niggas out
trap.
there.
I'm checking it.
Niggas go through shit cause
You
their head
just
be
said-
fucked
you
up.
just sat up here and asked
Who
me
cheated
what-
first? You did.
No, I did not.
Keep it
No,
real.
I did not.
That's when nigga head got fucked up. That's why
No,
nigga cooking
the-
chicken
it
with the
fucked-
grease
it
cold
fucked-
and everything.
it
Checking the
fucked
trap
his
don't
head
condone.
up.
We don't condone no
It fucked
violence.
his head up when I was
No
honest.
violence. No
It
violence.
fucked his head up when I was honest when he asked me and I said yes.
Alright, so
That's
you
what
cheated
fucked
first.
his head up. No, he didn't.
I
did-
said you, not him.
No, I did not cheat first.
So I just wanted to make
No,
clear
you probably
when you
get
said at the
caught
point
I
where
tried to get our marriage annulled after like a month of us getting married.
I just
And
wanted to
I
make
did.
sure that was clear as far as my
For
understanding.
real, after a month.
It wasn't
And y'all
about
been
me
married 10
hanging out
years
there.
after that.
It was a physical
Oh
abuse.
yeah, you was cheating on
That was the one that broke the camera's back. Okay, now that's something I can understand. Cause I
Because
really,
it was
I didn't want to look at you like I was saying. That's
It was a
good.
couple rules that I had. If you cheat on me and you give me something, you cheat on me and you have a kid, or you put your hands on me, those were the 3 things that were deal breakers. In every relationship, you have to have, because people are going to be people. They're going to mess up.
Yeah.
They're going to
Ain't
make
nobody
mistakes.
perfect.
And it's, exactly, like you said, people change over time.
Exactly.
So, you're not going to want the same thing, or, you know what I'm saying, like I said about cheating. Sometimes it's not even that, you're not even unhappy in your relationship. Sometimes something comes along that offers something different, and it's something you didn't even know you was looking for sometimes. It just comes along. And it's like, I want that too, but I don't want to give up what I have because
Like
I
my
like
home.
what
It's
I
like you
have.
picking and choosing.
I ain't gonna say no
Exactly.
name.
That's why these situations don't normally last long, because if you in this, you're always going to choose this, unless, like me, I had deal breakers.
Yeah,
If
but
you
it's
want
like,
to be drunk and almost burn down the house, cool. If you want to do
Everybody
this,
did
then
that.
that's fine. But you're not gonna put your fucking hands on me.
yeah, I understand.
When we get to that point,
I understand
if
all
you
that.
start calling me out my name or you start putting your hands on me, either way, it's time for us to go because you're losing the respect.
What's the worst
So
thing
respect
you
is
done did to
holding.
him?
Came home 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning. Make a nigga want to choke.
I
And then
I don't even.
What was you? What'd you tell him when he said, "What you doing, woman in your head?" What'd you tell him?
But the thing was is that I did call him trying to. I had lost my house key. I just got a
Listen to
friend
the
in the car.
gang.
No, I had lost my
This
house
a gang.
key.
Let her say what she got.
This what she telling her.
She's
This what she telling her.
Let her tell the story. Let her
Go
tell
ahead.
the story.
This what you telling her.
So I had lost my house keys,
Uh-huh.
and I'm leaving from the ocean front at Virginia Beach at a party. So I'm like, I'm trying to call him to make sure I'm the driver.
Uh-huh.
I got to drop other people off. So I'm giving you well enough time. And we don't live in a terrible. We didn't live in a
What time
terrible
was you
neighborhood.
calling?
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nigga sleep. But
I
go ahead.
know,
Let her
boy,
tell the
that's
story.
why I said when I'm leaving and I realized I lost my keys because I had just gotten my
Alright.
car. So my keys were not on the same latch.
All right, you lost your keys.
Yeah.
Then what?
So I lost my. So I'm calling him, trying to,
He ain't answer. He
call
probably
him.
sleep. But go ahead.
And
Then
I
what?
kept calling him. I even called him after I dropped the last person off. He did not answer the phone. So I'm
That's
calling
it.
him from like 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I probably called him about 4 times in between that time. And he didn't answer the phone. So I went to my friend's house.
Yeah, the nigga on the hook, ain't it? What was you
Okay,
fishing
nigga
with
on
that
the
night?
hook.
What was you
Yeah,
fishing with? Was you fishing with killer crabs?
Go ahead, say what you got. Go ahead, finish what you got to say.
But anyways,
So
I
when
did.
you-
Hey, what was-
when you
And I
said
did. Of course, it's about 4:30
Was
in the
he
morning.
asleep?
By that time, huh?
Was he asleep when you was
Oh,
calling?
of course he was asleep.
Did that give you a reason to
everything.
cheat? Like try to say, even when the nigga sleeping, they cheat.
You
Yeah.
sound like you got some.
Yeah,
I'm showing you
I mean, the nigga sleeping. Remember on the show he did it?
We taking a trap over here. Fuck the camera.
That's why I said a woman is easily tempted. We niggas,
No.
we horny.
No.
But y'all be
Anyway,
hornier than us.
Yeah, they do, and that was something I was
And I
talking about
knew it.
earlier. Something I wish more
Niggas,
females
that's
were
why I'm gonna
honest
start acting
about. If
stuck
you're
up.
horny and you want some, say that, so your man know that, so he'll give you what you want. That way, y'all ain't got that. There won't be so much fucking and shit
That
going
ain't
on
man.
outside.
Nigga
of
still
it.
gonna get something different.
And if
You
he
might
wants
don't
something
do
different-
everything that he wants.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying. That's how cheating happens
Yeah.
sometimes. Maybe
You
that
gotta
person
do
is
it.
offering.
That's
something
why you
different
gotta
than
tell them
doing.
what you want when you doing it.
Exactly, but you have to
Do
be
this,
honest
baby, do that.
about. Okay,
Do this,
well,
do
I'm
that.
the type of person that if I feel unsatisfied in a certain way, number one, you should always go and talk to the person that you with before you step outside of the boundaries of your relationship.
Now, is this the new angel or the old angel? I want to make sure
This
it's
is
clarified.
Asian.
when the old angel go talk to
Because the keys and the coming back, I want to make sure we on the old angel or the new angel. I want to make sure we clarify.
Okay, I would say like this. The old angel didn't express herself a lot until the end of the relationship when I was married because I wasn't really allowed to have a lot of an opinion. A lot of things were dictated towards me, even from my mates. A lot of things were dictated. I didn't have a lot of opinion on decisions on the household. So I didn't say a lot because I didn't feel like I didn't want to have an argument. And I'm trying to keep the peace in the house because I see how it's affecting my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm trying to do the right thing and stay in the house, it's still affecting my kids. They feel more comfortable talking to me because it started being like a little drinking issue going on. So, Daddy ain't acting right, and I don't want to talk to him, so I'll talk to you.
Hey, I'm gonna
So
say
you know,
this.
it was
I'm gonna
crazy.
say this
It was a
before we
crazy
cut it off.
situation.
Yeah, I want to. We're
Hey,
gonna come back.
You
We're gonna come
listen,
back.
I have a good conversation with
We
you. I
gonna come
would love
back.
to have you back
We're gonna come back.
in
yeah.
about 6 months because I know you'll have some more good shit.
You got a plane to catch. We already know you got a plane to catch.
Oh,
Yeah.
And,
That's good, man.
and like we always say, man, y'all, I'm telling you, if you miss any information, if you want to get put up on some game, man, word. Or if you just a nosy motherfucker, come on, check the drive. Got you, man. Check,
We
please.
need to
We
have
out
more
of
females
here.
up here so we can talk about the things that females don't want to talk about.